LV55 Media LLC presents the Forgotten Heroes interview series featuring Johnny J. Vickers, Part 2.
How would you describe his experience during the war?
Well, again, now we're back to this. I'm kind of giving you hearsay of what I really don't know. Because I was just a young kid, and I guess I was so busy trying to get my life straightened out. And I was in a different time zone, as I said before. I really didn't know him personally. I only knew his brother, and the reason I know his brother, because we were playmates. We were the same age. And we all called him, his name was William T. Mattison, William Theodus Mattison, but everybody called him Theo, shorten it up. So Winton is his younger brother, so I always say I really didn't know Theo until after the war, when I started doing some research, and then I found out that he was a pilot. So from there, and I can only go by what I'm reading in the articles I've clipped out and I've looked at, and all of them are saying about the same thing of the experience they had of not only did they have problems before they left of trying to get over to Italy of discrimination, but then when they got over there and got in the air and they fought a good war and they came back, and they faced the same thing that they had before they left. So they said, well, why did we go? Why did we do all of that? So I'm just giving you a perspective or a kind of a narration of what I read the other guys are saying. So as far as talking to Theo or William T., I didn't get a chance to, but I had to believe that he thought and felt the same way. And I have another experience to kind of back that up. Some years ago, we had a chance to go up to the opening of the museum there in University of California, Riverside, Tuskegee Airmen Museum. And me and my family were invited. And they had about 25 Tuskegee Airmen there to give talks, telling us what their experience. So I wish that I could have taped every one of their talks. Now they had 30 minutes to give their little spiel, 3 minutes, but it always went, 5, 10 minutes, and you could see the director of the university trying to cut them off, but them guys were just rambling on, and they had some experiences that kind of make your eyeballs pop out. And the one thing that I liked about them, no matter how bad their experience was, they all had a sense of putting a little humor into it to make you want to laugh even when they wanted to cry. So I like I said, I can't give you William's thought, but I can tell you about the other 30 people that I had a chance to hear and what they're saying. So I had to believe they had a good relationship, so they all kind of, I don't know if it's a cliche, or they all kind of thought together, thought alike together. After all, they all kind of came out from the same area. Most all of these guys are from the South. So, like I said, I can't tell you exactly what he felt, but I'm going to put words out there and say I think that he would be saying the same thing that I'm telling you about what the other guys said.
Which squadron did he command during World War II?
He commanded the 302nd Fighter Squadron. Now, they went over as a group, and the first one was the 99th, and then over in Italy. So after they got there, then they had enough. They formed another fighter group called the 100. Then, shortly after that, I can't remember the dates or anything, but they made up another fighter group called the 332nd. Somewhere in my research, I think the guys kept coming over so fast, graduating, and they're getting there too fast, that it was getting, the 3/32 was just too big. So they split that one up and made it 301 and 302. So it just, I think my cousin, Theodis, he came from the 100 fighter squadron. So they took him from the 100 and moved him over as the squadron, 302nd Fighter Squadron leader. So he took that group. And now they all, I like to tell people, they all had red tails. All 4 squadrons, 99th, 100, 301, 302. They all had red tails. But to distinguish between them, 99th, if you look on the wings of every plane, every one of their planes, at the wings, it's going to give you a color across the wings. 99th was a white, 100 was black, and 301 was blue, and 302 had the yellow stripe, and we call it the yellow tab. So that's how you distinguish. But every one of them had the red tails. I mean, sometimes I read stories where I don't care how shot up the plane was, they come in. If the guy was able to land, and a lot of those mechanics was all over them for messing up their plane and everything, but the first thing, now this really caught my attention, the first thing they do, they want to look, see what that tail was like. Now the wing could be off, but that tail had to be on. If it wasn't right, they're going to hurry up and fix it. And the guy said they had to paint it red. That plane was not going to leave the ground until it was painted red. So it was kind of funny. You read, when I'm reading and researching different articles, and the guys will tell you certain things, a lot of it match up with what I've heard. But that one it was kind of funny to me.
This interview was conducted on location by Tracy Dominguez in San Diego, California, September 2012.